So now we will continue from there. So if you will observe here, the second reason is, so what is happening means, if our, even when I am studying, do you know that our textbooks used to give the average room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So usually this temperature is needed for do our all biological activities. Suppose you see, winter season, we are unable to wake up early. Do you know it or not? Will you accept it, Chaitanya? Winter season, particularly if it comes to our area, understanding, or else if you see the cold countries, they are not
Yes, sir.
to wake up early morning because minimum temperature is needed. Minimum temperature is needed for all our for do our biological activities. So that the carbon dioxide percentage, whatever it is there in our atmosphere, it will trap some sunlight and it will heat the atmosphere. So that is only we used to call as greenhouse effect. What we should call? Greenhouse effect. Now,
Greenhouse effect.
so what is the meaning?
Greenhouse
Effect means, observe carefully, greenhouse effect means trapping the sunlight, whatever the sunlight is coming, understand? So whatever the sunlight, the light which is coming from the sun, will trap by the carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere, will trap. This is atmosphere. Understand? It will trap by the CO2 and it will make it warmer. Understand? Warming the atmosphere by absorbing the sunlight with the help of CO2, that is only called as greenhouse effect. But if the carbon dioxide percentage, see, basically the carbon dioxide percentage is 0.03%. So if it is this much, then this is only useful to observe by the plants for photosynthesis reaction, as well as, understand, it is useful for trapping the sunlight, which is good for our biological process and all. So that process is called as greenhouse effect. So now, because of our human activities, continuously destruction of forest and killing of animals, already this carbon dioxide percentage is reaches to 0.35, understanding, to 0.37. Some places, depend upon the areas, understand, it is reaches to 0.35 to 0.37. Suppose already now global warming percentage is causing. So this greenhouse effect is increasing much and much, means temperature is increasing more temperature, more heat is trapped, by CO2, then that is only leads to the biggest defect of, understand, biggest problem for the earth. That is only we used to call it as what? Global warming. What we should call? Global warming. Do you understanding, Johan?
Global warming.
Global warming means overheating of earth, means average earth atmosphere increase is only called as global warming. So why it is biggest problem? If temperature increases, what will happen means, you remember all the icebergs, or else like Himalayas, icebergs, understanding, and as well as
in Antarctica ice will be
glossaries, and as well as like mountains, understanding, cold mountains and everything they will start melting. So that if it melt means what will happen, they all will start melting. So that what will happen, this all will start melting.
The level of the sea and ocean level will be increased, sir.
So that the water, if it melts, then ice can converting into water, it will leads to the, understanding, so distraction of nature. It will leads to the distraction of nature. Is it yes or no? That is why we can see cyclones, tsunami, floods, everything is causing because of this only, global warming. And even temperature is increasing much and much. We are unable to sustain. Every summer, averagely temperature is rising, understanding, more and more compared to the before summer to this summer, temperature is increasing. Is it yes or no? Yes? So that is the happening. So that is what I am saying. Even our textbooks, if you take the average room temperature, they used to give 25 degrees Celsius before 10-15 years also. Now at present they are saying that room temperature is 30 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. That is what. See, imagine how much it is increasing. Is it? Do you understand, Ra? Brother Johan? You understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Do you know one more thing? The fact which they are
Yes, sir. Understood.
observers, they are saying that, understand. So averagely for each 10 years, if you take each 10 years, averagely half degree Celsius is increasing. The earth atmospheric temperature is increasing half degree each 10 years. Like that, if suppose you will take 100 years, how many degrees increases? 100 years means 1 century if you take, it will lead to 5 degrees Celsius. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? Like that, imagine after 1,000 years, what will happen, Ra? After 1,000 years, just imagine after 1,000 years, like 1,000 to 2,000 years now, what will happen? What will happen? How much? How many degrees? How many degrees?
1,000.
1,000 years
5.
after. 100 years, 5 degrees. 10 years, half degree. Now 100 years means 5 degrees will increases. Each 20 degrees. Now like how many degrees? It leads to what, man? 50 degrees Celsius. Is it yes or no?
0 degree. Minus.
Yeah, it will lead to 50 degrees Celsius. So already now room temperature is 30 degrees Celsius plus 50 degrees Celsius. Suppose imagine from today to after 1,000 years, it will lead to the total temperature. After 1,000 years, what is the room temperature? Ra? After 1,000 years, what is the room temperature? It will lead to
50 degrees.
80 degrees Celsius. But do you know that
50 degrees.
our skin will resist till what temperature? Our humans can sustain till what temperature? Till 60 degrees Celsius. Understanding? Our body can resist the temperature. If it is after more than 60, then our skin will melt. Skin will melting. So is it possible to
Yes.
come outside by that time? Is it possible to come outside without any protection? Is it possible to come outside?
No, sir.
No. So that is
No,
the
sir.
reason. Understanding?
No,
We
sir.
have to protect the forest. So this is the second cause. What is the second cause, Ra? Deforestation leads to global warming. What we should call? Global
Sir,
warming.
are you sharing screen?
Yeah. 1 minute. It is not coming? Just sorry. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we should call as global warming. Now, can you able to say what is global warming? Anybody? Do you understand what is global warming now? What is the global warming? You have to write the definition, right?
Yes.
The gradual increase in the global warming. You can keep heading. Global warming. Global warming. So what is global warming? The gradual increase in the gradual increase in the, write slowly, neatly. The gradual increase in the overall temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Overall temperature of increase in the overall temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere. Write it. Do you writing, Chaitanya? Earth's atmosphere. Due to greenhouse effect. Caused
Yes,
by
sir.
green atmosphere. Due to greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect, Ra? Shruti? Greenhouse effect caused by. Is it greenhouse effect is good for us or bad for us? Is it good for us, bad for us? Greenhouse effect.
Bad for.
Greenhouse effect is good.
Bad for us, sir.
No, Johan, greenhouse effect is good because minimum temperature is needed to sustain. Understanding? That is only called as greenhouse effect. Understanding? But if greenhouse effect is increasing much and much because of caused by what? Caused by the increasing level of carbon dioxide. Caused by the increasing level of increasing level of
Increase.
carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. What is the formula of carbon dioxide? Formula, chemical formula, CO2. Remember, carbon
CO2.
dioxide. Yeah, caused by the increasing level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere is called, in the atmosphere, where? In the atmosphere. In the atmosphere. In the atmosphere is called, what we should call, Ra? Global warming. Global warming. Do you understand it? So global warming is not good for us. Is it good or bad?
Sir,
Global warming is bad for us. Do you understand it? Global warming
bad.
yeah, global warming is not understanding good thing for us to sustain in this earth. But greenhouse effect is needed. Understand? So that is what you should know. So right now, that is also you should know, because you should not get confused. What is greenhouse effect?
Sir, I have down.
Yeah, ask me.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, now greenhouse effect is destroying.
Actually, greenhouse effect means, Johan, remember, the minimum temperature is required to understanding sustain all the animals and plants and everything. Suppose see, temperature is not there, then plants cannot do the photosynthesis reaction. If no temperature, suppose I will keep you in ice, will you able to sustain? Will you able to eat? If it is winter season continuously, there is no sunlight, will you able to sustain? No, correct or not? So that is why this greenhouse is needed for us to do our activities. But because of our understanding, human causes, like man-made reasons, we are cutting the forest. So that what is happening? We are releasing carbon dioxide. We are burning the petrol. So that petrol, wood, diesel, everything, they all will release carbon dioxide. So this carbon dioxide, if more plants are there, they will utilize for photosynthesis reaction. If not there, what will happen? If not there, what will happen? So the amount of carbon dioxide is increasing much and much and much in atmosphere. Yeah, so that more heat energy will trap by this carbon dioxide. So that is why this greenhouse effect will become global warming. So that is very dangerous for us. Do you understanding, Shruti? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is
Yes, sir.
so. Greenhouse effect is needed, but global warming is not
sir.
needed. Understand, Ra, Chaitanya? Greenhouse effect means, right, trapping the sunlight. Trapping the sunlight. Trapping the sunlight by whom, Ra? Trapping the sunlight by whom? By,
Carbon dioxide.
yeah, carbon
Dioxide.
carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Carbon dioxide in atmosphere, and increasing the, or else you can use a
Global
better
warming.
use, warming the atmosphere. Atmosphere is known as, is called greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. So that is why carbon dioxide we used to call it as greenhouse gases. What we should call carbon dioxide is known as, so CO2
Greenhouse gas.
known as greenhouse gas. What we should call greenhouse gas. So is it only greenhouse gas? CO2 is only?
Yes.
No. We have other things also, like CNG, CFC. Understanding, CFC is also one of the greenhouse gases, like that. Understanding, you will take all sulfates. Understanding, sulfate SO2, SO3. Understanding, this is chlorofluorocarbon. CFC means chloro, CHLORO, chlorofluorocarbons. Understand? So like SO2, nitrates, these all are called as greenhouse gases only. But this is all increasing the temperature. This is all will releases by burning fuels. This is what? By burning fuels. Do you understand it? Basically, percentage is very, very less in atmosphere. So by burning fuels, so even carbon dioxide and so many things will release us. So this is only leads to, it will leads to what? Leads to a biggest disaster in the earth called as global warming. Global warming. So that is why this all we can called as greenhouse gases. What we should call this all? Greenhouse gases. So do you know this chlorofluorocarbons, which is released by
Greenhouse gases.
which is released by our refrigerators. Do you have refrigerators in our home?
Yes, sir.
Refrigerators in our home. Freezer.
Yes, sir.
So our refrigerators only will
Yes, sir.
produce this chlorofluorocarbons and as well as jet rockets. Understand? Rocket engines also will produce a CFC. So this is a major reason why we should not sleep near the fridge. All of you should remember, near the refrigerator, nobody should sleep because it will release some poisonous gases. So it may lead to suffocation and few times we may die also. So that is why nobody should sleep, understand, very close to the refrigerator by keeping our head towards the refrigerator also. You have to follow them. So these are the two reasons which we are studying for today's class. So with
Even if we sleep down the tree, there's
ask me. So in tomorrow we'll study what is the other reasons or the other consequences of deforestation. Like we have totally six consequences of deforestation. In the two we have studied today and remaining four we'll study in the tomorrow's class. So today we have studied only two. What is that? Can you able to say first one? Deforestation will lead to a
Global warming.
Understanding shortage of wood and other forest
Global
products.
warming.
All of you should write. So that is what you should write finally. So we have studied two causes today. One is deforestation.
Deforestation.
And global warming.
Leads to shortage of wood.
Lack of
Shortage of wood
shortage of
and other forest products. Other forest products. Note it down. Can you able to give the explanation for this? This is side heading. Can you able to give the explanation or not? And second one is, what is the second one? Deforestation will cause an increase in temperature. Deforestation will cause an increasing temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Deforestation
increased temperature
deforestation will cause an increasing Earth's atmospheric temperature. Earth's atmospheric temperature. And it will leads to what? Leads to global warming. So these are the causes of deforestation we are studying today, and remaining four we will study in the next class. Is it okay, Ra? Okay? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So 3, 4, 5 we will study in the next class. So with this I will
Yes,
let
sir.
you now. If you want to ask me anything, you can ask me. So Chaitanya is having some doubt, I think. So kindly you can ask me. Yeah.
Yes.
Shruti, you also. If you want to ask me anything, you
Sir,
can.
like if we sleep down of the tree at night,
What? Chaitanya, ask me.
sir, at night if we sleep under the tree, it releases CO2 only, no,
Yeah,
sir.
it is very dangerous. That is what. Yeah, very good question. So,
Sir, if we
ask
sleep
that.
night
Generally
at the
we'll
down
discuss.
of the
This is what we should discuss. So basically, remember, as we have studied that plants only will do, understanding, photosynthesis reaction. But it is not only the photosynthesis. Plants basically, if you take any kind of plant, understanding. So this plant will do always photosynthesis reaction for producing food, plus also it will do the respiration, like as respiration also is carrying out, understand. So both will take place under the leaves only, but photosynthesis reaction will take place only during daytime, during sunlight, under the sunlight will take place. Is it yes or no? So that if you are sleeping morning time, if you're sleeping at daytime, it is not an issue. If you're daytime, along with the carbon dioxide, oxygen also will releases. O2 also releases, so that we will never feel any suffocation. Yes or no? So now if it comes to the night time, no sunlight is present. No sunlight is present, so that no photosynthesis. No photosynthesis. If no photosynthesis means what will happen? No oxygen is produced, but still respiration will carry on. Respiration will carried out, so that what will happen, Ra? It will release what? Respiration will
Oxygen, it will take oxygen.
So they will release the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will release.
They will take oxygen and release carbon
Carbon
dioxide.
dioxide will released, so that it is very dangerous to sleep under the tree during night time.
At night time.
During night, that's all. At night time not required. During night is for correct sentence. That's all. Do you understand, Ra? Chaitanya? Now that is enough. Now Shruti, you have anything to ask me? Johan, you want to ask me anything?
Sir,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No
sir,
doubt,
I
sir.
have
Ask me, Johan.
sir.
Shruti, ask me, Shruti.
Sir,
Ah.
sir, you said about forest product, no, sir? Forest products.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is known as
Yeah.
what is known as forest products,
Sealing
sir?
wax. Sealing wax. What we used to call in Tamil? Sealing wax. Ask your mother, they can say. Because in Tamil, if you learn, you may remember that. Actually, honey, wood, understanding, and as well as so many kind of rubber and sealing wax we are getting. The sealing wax in Telugu we can call it as lakka. In Tamil you can find sealing wax. Before you used to parcel the things, they used to use
Like
this.
glue?
Lac we can call. So what we can call in Tamil? Have you found it? If you ask your mother, if
Sir,
someone,
Melugu.
okay, whatever it is, you say to others. Maybe because Chaitanya also, even though he is Telugu, maybe he don't know in Telugu word. So Tamil only he may know. Can you able to say, Shruti, what is that?
Sir, can you ask my mother?
No,
Sir,
okay.
sir, it is Melugu.
It's okay.
Yes, sir.
They are saying. Tell me,
Melugu.
Shruti, do you have any other doubt?
Sir, no, sir.
Okay, thank you. Do you understand or not?
No, sir.
What is deforestation? What is the causes of? So who is the
Yes,
main
sir.
reason? Who is the main cause of deforestation?
Humans, sir.
Humans. How many causes we have studied? 5 causes. Is it yes or no? So that is everybody must remember that. Johan, do you have any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Johan, do you have any doubt?
No doubt,
Okay. So this is
sir.
today's class. Now I will end it. So then we will meet tomorrow. Thank you, Ra.